Welcome to today's workout. So today you just need a set of weights and obviously your chair. This is a seated workout, and let's get started. Let's just start with walking, taking a nice deep breath in. Let's bring our arms overhead and breathing out. Again, nice deep breath in and breathing out. Let's just do one more and big breath out. Let's just bring the shoulders back. And then let's bring one arm up, one arm back, and you're just stretching back in both directions. Continuing to walk. And let's have both arms in front and bring the elbows back and in front again. So pulling back and forward. And this time just having the arms down here, and we're just gonna bring the arms up and back down. And just one more. Excellent. This time bringing the arms up, pulling down and reaching up. And let's just go into a march. I'll explain a few things. So we're just gonna do our warm up. We are just walking, doing some gentle exercises, just working through some range of motion exercises. And then we are going to do a minute of cardio, a minute of strength training. So the weights, I'm assuming you have some weights beside you. I hope you have them ready. And if not, I'll give you a little bit of time to grab them. We will just be using anywhere between 1 pound and 5 pounds. It is totally up to whatever works best for you. You can always try out the workout without weights the first time and then grab some weights the next time. Obviously, I want you to build some strength. It is super important to get those bones strong and the muscles strong by doing some strength training. So let's start to pick up that pace a little bit. Again, taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. So let's kind of go a little bit forward on the chair if you're able to. If not, you can just continue to walk in the way you are. And we're just going to bring a foot out to the side and the other side. Now, if you want, you can add an arm movement in. So you can always go at your own pace as well if you want to pick up that pace and make it a harder workout or slow it down. Let's reach forward. Now for the next one, we're gonna work our triceps a little bit. We are just going to go into a walk. Hands are here at the shoulders, sitting up straight, pressing those hands back, flexing those triceps. Back to the shoulders and flex. So every time those hands go back, you are flexing those triceps. That's where you're getting that workout. If you're just putting the hands back there and not really flexing the muscle, you're not gonna get as much out of it. And this time, let's just do a heel tap and reach overhead, going at whatever pace works for you and your shoulders. And let's just do a single jack. So just bring one foot out and one arm up. And now is our time to pick up our pace. So we're just gonna walk a little bit faster. So you can do a bit of a run, kind of like what I'm doing. I find it difficult to move your arms at the same time. It's a little bit awkward, but you can by all means do that, or just move your feet. Or you can just walk it out like this. So do what works best for you. I'm going to walk it out just for the sake of sound, because otherwise with the mic on, it'll be very loud having that constant running. But by all means, if you can pick it up right now for the minute, so you're just going as fast as you can, trying to get that heart rate up. This is your chance to really get the workout in during these cardio bursts. So we're going to grab our weights. So take some time, grab your weights. Hopefully they're close by. And we're doing a back row and then bringing the arms up. Breathing out. Breathe out as you lift. And then up. So we are not rushing here. We are going slowly. We're focusing on our form, making sure that we're being careful with the exercise. So if your muscles get tired, take a break, do what works for you. If you need to slow it down even more, that's okay too. One more. Putting the weights down, going back into that jog or that walk, whatever works for you. Again, as I mentioned, I'll just walk, but find your pace. Let's take a nice deep breath in and breathing out. So even if you go fast for about 10-15 seconds out of the minute, that's great. You can do intervals within the intervals. So what I mean by that is you could go fast for 10 seconds, slow it down, go fast for 10 seconds, slow it down. There are so many ways that you can modify the workout to make it work for you. And as you get more fit, as you continue to do these workouts, you'll find that you'll be able to do the faster pace for a longer period of time. So for our next one, we are doing sit to stands. Now, if you can't stand, because this is a seated workout, that is okay. What you're gonna do is you're going to lift your feet when we stand. So for those who can stand, I really encourage you to, even if you can do a few, you're just gonna stand up and we're gonna sit down and go again. So just do as many as you can, but because it is so important to get these quads strong if you're able to. As I said, if you can't stand, then just lift your feet up. And if you have armrests, you can press on the armrest to get up as well. Pressing into your heels when you stand. Keeping your feet shoulder width apart for safety. If your feet are too close together, you could easily lose your balance, so keep your feet apart. Let's do one more. Excellent, and going back into that fast-paced walk. If you want, you can bring your arms up at the same time. Depending if you're going really fast, then you probably won't be able to do the arms. But if you're going at my pace, just bring your hands up. We'll get some extra movement in with the arms here. So squeezing those biceps at the same time. Squeeze. Keep going. Throw in some fast sprints in there if you can. And let's pick up the weights. We are going to do chest press and chest flies. So sitting on the edge of your chair, leaning back into your chair, you're pressing up, then going out, back up, and down. So up, out, up, and down. Almost done. Just a few more. Take a break if you need it. Last one. And bringing the weight to your chest, putting the weight down, going back into that fast walk. If you're going at my pace, you could add in some arm movements. So just bring the hands back, squeeze or flex those triceps, so flex. Picking up that pace a little bit if you can. You got this, keep going. The more we move, the more we can move. It's so true. All right, we're gonna work our arms for the next one. Keep going a little bit. And picking up your weights again. So we're working on the biceps here. So doing a hammer curl and then a wide angle curl. So up. Always breathing out as you lift. Try not to swing your body here. I mean, your upper body will move a little bit, that's natural. But try not to allow your body to swing the weights up. You want to control the lifting. You should be feeling this in your biceps by now. This is one exercise that you could probably use a heavier weight. Last one, and wide angle. And back to our walk. So let's pick up that pace. Holding onto the side of your chair if you need to. If you want to do something with your arms, do an arm movement, do a bicep curl, do a tricep press, whatever you feel you need to work on. If you really feel you need to work on your triceps, and press those hands back, press. Going at your own pace here. Almost done. So we're going into our sit to stands again, and we're gonna add a calf raise in there. So follow along, do the leg raise if you have to. Otherwise, we're gonna stand, sit, lift those heels, down, up. So finding your pace. Slow it down if you need to. If you feel more stable going slower, that is okay. We only have one more strength exercise after this one. Last one. Excellent. Going back into that walk. Let's go back into that tricep press. I think for most of us, we'd like working on those arms. Picking up that pace if you can. Challenge yourself here. We're almost done. So go faster if you're able to. Flex those triceps. So 10 more seconds and we'll grab our weight and we'll do the tricep kickbacks. All right, let's get into position. So I'm gonna move to the side just so you can see what I'm doing, but your back is flat, weight is here, you're pressing that weight back, and then the weight goes back to the shoulder. Okay, so both arms at the same time. So leaning forward, weights at the shoulder, flex. Breathe out. You got this. Almost done. And one more. Excellent. Going back into that fast walk. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you could do a double jack as well if you want to make it a little bit harder, or you can do a single jack if you want to change it up. Maybe we'll stick with this one, going at whatever pace works for you. If you can, do the double. That one is quite tough. So you can always do the double, do it until you can't do any more, and then go into singles. And I lied about that being the last exercise. I missed one. We are doing a lateral raise and front raise for our shoulders, and then you are done. I was wondering why my time was off. Okay, we're almost there. Picking up those weights again, working those shoulders, and then that will be it with the weights. So bringing the weights out to the side, breathing out as you lift, out to the side, and forward. Keeping your shoulders back, and forward. So just go at your own pace here. If you need to, you can also do singles. You can do one at a time. Ten more seconds. Last one. And getting rid of the weights. Going into our last cardio, our sprint. So go as fast as you can here with running, okay? Pick up that pace. So you should all be doing this if you can. Going as fast as you can. Keep going, you got this. After this, we're doing our cool down and then some stretching and you'll be all done. And it's great to get in those cardio bursts, get that heart rate up. 15 more seconds. Five more seconds. And you did it, excellent. Okay, let's just bring one arm out, other side. Taking some nice deep breaths here. And let's switch to a forward press with the heel. So if you can, try and do strength training at least twice a week. 3 times would be ideal, but twice a week is great as well. Strength training is actually even more important than cardio. I mean, both are super important, but if you can, especially as we age, the strength training part is most important. Bringing that foot out to the side. Let's bring our hands down, going up, and finding that pace that works for you. Let's slow that down a little bit. And let's bring our knees up and just touching under the knees. So trying to have good posture here. Shoulders are back. You're sitting up straight. Back is off that backrest if you can. It's going to be a hard exercise for a lot of people. If you find it's really bothering your hip flexors in the front, then you can just raise a foot instead of lifting the whole leg. So what I mean by that is just doing this. Let's go back into that walk. Let's do a tricep press at the same time. So pressing those hands back, flexing those triceps. Thanks for being here today. Thank you for joining me. Press, press. And let's bring the hands forward and we're just gonna row back. And let's sit on the edge of the chair. I'm gonna throw in an ab exercise. Sitting on the edge of your chair, leaning back into your chair, breathing out as you come forward. Leaning back. So flexing the abdominals as you come forward and breathing out. And flex. Let's do this one for a full minute. So you've got 30 more seconds. So every time you come forward, really concentrate on flexing those abs. You won't get as much out of the workout if you don't do that. And let's bring one arm up, one arm down, and opposite knee is up as the opposite arm, and we're just switching. So stretch the arms back as much as you can here. So this is challenging your balance a little bit as well. And let's bring the arms up overhead. Nice deep breath in. And breathing out. Let's just rotate the wrists other direction. Let's bring the hands together, just pressing back and forward. Reach and forward. Let's do that 2 more times overhead. Nice deep breath in. And breathing out. And last one. And breathing out. And we're just going to finish with some flexibility exercises. Some stretching, which is super important. Bringing the hands together, pressing the arms out in front, feeling it enough that you feel that in your upper back, sitting up straight. And let's bring the hands back, feeling that in your chest. Let's reach one arm overhead as high as you can to the ceiling. Switching to the other side. And then bringing one ankle up onto the opposite knee if you can. I know this can be difficult for some people. If you can't do this, you can cross your legs and lean forward. You'll still feel that in your lower back and your hip. But if you can, bring it here and then leaning forward. Taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. And let's switch to the other side. And coming out of that stretch, bringing one foot in front. If you can't sit on the edge of the chair, you can also bring your leg up and just flex your foot this way. But if you can, sit on the edge of your chair, leg is as straight as you can make it. The other leg is at 90 degrees and you're just leaning forward with a flat back if you can. And let's switch to the other side. And coming out of that one, let's have our feet flat on the floor, hands are together. This time let's just reach forward and stretch out that lower back. So staying in the stretch for as long as you can. If you find it uncomfortable, just come out of it. And let's roll ourselves back up. And dropping an ear to the shoulder. And let's rotate the head forward and then ear to the other side. And looking forward, this time just looking over your shoulder. And then the other side. And looking forward again, this time just gently looking up to the ceiling. And then looking down at the floor, feeling that stretch in the back of your neck. And looking in front again. Let's just finish with our 3 deep breaths, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And big breath out. Again, nice deep breath in. And big breath out. And your last one. And big breath out. And that is it. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all the best. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.